Okay, so this time we may focus on the discussions about future trends in e-governance. So the future of e-governance is poised to be shaped by several key trends. What that will revolutionize how government interact with citizens, deliver services, and manage public resources. Now, these trends are driven by rapid advancement in technology, changing citizen expectation, and evolving governance models, and they hold the potential to transform governance system worldwide. So one prominent trend in the increasing adoption of artificial intelligence and machine learning in e-governance. So, AI actually powered system can automate routine tasks, analyze large volumes of data, and provide personalized services to citizens. So from chatbots, handling citizen inquiries to predictive analytics optimizing resource allocation. Artificial intelligence has the potential to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of government operations while improving service delivery and citizen satisfaction. Another important trend is the rise of blockchain technology in e-governance. Blockchain offers as a secure and transparent way to record and verify transactions, contacts, and identities, which can enhance trust, transparency, and accountability in government processes. So applications of blockchain in e-governance include secure voting system, pwede rin sa digital identity management, at saka po sa transparent procurement processes, which can help combat fraud, corruption, and inefficiency in governance, because the future of e-governance will be characterized by the proliferation of smart cities and Internet of Things technologies. So actually maraming local governments sa Pilipinas looking forward with the implementation of smart cities. So we're in when you say smart cities, it leverages IoT sensors, data analytics, and connectivity to improve urban services, optimize resources use, and enhance quality of life for residents. So e-governance initiative in smart cities may include smart transportation system, intelligent energy management, and data-driven urban planning, which can create more sustainable, resilient, and inclusive urban environments. And to give us more details about the topic, let us play this video presentation. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Doc. Good afternoon, classmates. My topic is Chapter 10, which is the future trends in e-governance. E-governance is the use of information and communication technologies, or ICT, to improve the delivery of government services and enhance citizen engagement. As we move into the future, e-governance is poised to undergo significant transformation, driven by emerging technologies and shifting societal demands. This presentation will explore the key trends and innovations that will shape the future of e-governance, empowering governments to deliver more efficient, transparent, and citizen-centric services. E-governance is ito yung kung saan ay maaaring humantong sa pagbabagong pampulitikong administrasyon para sa posibleng pagbabago na kailangan ng ating lipunan. Emerging technologies in e-governance. The first one is the artificial intelligence, or the AI. AI-powered chatbots, predictive analytics, and intelligent automation will revolutionize how citizens interact with government agencies, streamlining services delivery and enhancing responsiveness. Example, in healthcare, diagnostic system, which is the MRI or the X-ray, then predictive analytics can predict the patient outcomes and diseases, progression by analyzing medical history, genetics, lifestyle data, virtual health assistance. It provides patients with medical advices, schedule appointments, and other reminder for medication adherence. Transportation, autonomous vehicle. It is a self-driving cars using AI to navigate interpret data signals, avoid obstacles, and ensure passenger safety. Traffic management. AI system analyze traffic data in real time to optimize traffic light sequences, reduce congestion, and improve overall traffic flow. Then the predictive maintenance. AI monitors vehicle performance and predict maintenance need before breakdowns occur, enhancing safety and reducing downtime. Citizen-centric service delivery. First is personalized experience. Government will leverage data analytics and AI to provide personalized, user-friendly services tailored to the unique needs and preferences of individual citizens, improving satisfaction and engagement. Ito yung mga personal na karanasan na ginagawang posible sa pamamagitan ng pangongolekta at pagsusuri ng mga data. Madalas na gumagamit ng mga teknolohiya tulad ng mga artificial intelligence or AI at ang mga machine learning or ML. Multi-channel access. Citizen will be able to access government services through a variety of channels, including mobile apps, web portals, and even conversational interfaces, giving them the flexibility to interact with the government in their prepared ways. Example of this is the website, mobile app, social media, email, and customers service centers. Then the last is the seamless integration. E-governance platform will integrate various government services and information, allowing citizens to access a wide range of services through a single unified interface, reducing the complexity and fragmentation of government bureaucracy. Data-driven decision-making. The first is the evidence-based policy making. Governments will increasingly rely on data analytics and visualization tools to inform policy decisions, ensuring that policies are grounded in real time, evidence-based insight rather than intuition or anecdotal information. This approach ensures that decisions are based on factual evidence and objective analysis rather than intuition or subjective judgmental. The second one is the predictive analytics. Advanced analytics and machine learning algorithms will enable governments to anticipate and proactively address societal challenges, from public health emergencies to infrastructure needs, by identifying patterns and trends in large data sets. It involves using historical data, statistical algorithms, and machine learning techniques to identify the likelihood of future outcomes based on historical data. It is a powerful tool for making informed decisions and proactive strategies across various industries. Number 3, cybersecurity and privacy concerns. Robust cybersecurity measures. Governments will invest in advanced cybersecurity technologies and strategies to protect sensitive data and critical infrastructure from cyber threats, ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of e-governance systems. Then, the workforce upskilling. Governments will invest in training and upskilling their workforce to stay ahead of evolving cybersecurity threats, ensuring that public sector employees have the necessary knowledge and skills to effectively manage and respond to cyber incidents. By implementing these strategies, organization can ensure that their workforce remains skilled, adaptable, and ready to meet future challenges. This is not only enhances individual employees' growth, but also drives overall organizational success and competitiveness. Then, the privacy preserving practice. Governments will prioritize the protection of citizen data, implementing robust privacy policies, data encryption, and consent-based data sharing practices to build public trust and address concerns around e-governance and open access, or BIPs. By embracing open data initiatives, e-governance unlocks a treasure trove of government information for public access and scrutiny. This promotes transparency, accountability, and collaborative problem solving between citizens and their elected leaders. BITES is an acronym that outlines a comprehensive approach to implementing e-governance and open access initiatives. B stands for Build Digital Infrastructure. Invest in robust and scalable digital infrastructure to support e-governance and open access. Y is for Yield Transparent Services, which develop and offer transparent, user-friendly online services that meet the needs of citizens and stakeholders. T is for Transform Data Management, which implement advanced data management practices to ensure data is accurate, accessible, and secure. E is for Engage citizens and stakeholders. Foster engagement through participatory platforms, feedback mechanisms, and public consultations. S is for secure system and data. Prioritize cybersecurity and data protection to maintain trust and integrity in e-governance and open access initiatives. Collaborative governance and stakeholder engagement. The first is co-creation of service. Governments will actively involve citizens, businesses, and other stakeholders in the design and development of e-governance services, leveraging their insights and feedbacks to create more user-centric and responsive solutions. It is said that it is a powerful approach to service design and delivery that harnesses the collective wisdom and creativity of various stakeholders. By engaging stakeholders throughout the process, organizations can create more effective, innovative, and user-centered services. This collaborative model not only enhances services quality and relevance, but also builds stronger relationships and trust between service providers and users. The second is the open communication channels. Governments will establish citizen-centric e-governance initiative. Participatory policymaking. E-governance platforms empower citizens to directly contribute ideas, feedbacks, and policy proposals, fostering a collaborative approach to government decision-making. The next is the streamlined digital services. One-stop digital portals consolidate government services enabling citizens to access a wide range of information and complete transaction conveniently online. So, kadalasan sa mga first-class municipality, pina-practice na po ito. During January, sa kanilang Business One-Stop Shop, para po wag nang magkaroon ng queuing ang mga clients natin, so nagkakaroon na po ng online transaction. Then, the proactive citizen outreach. E-governance initiatives leverage social media, mobile apps, and targeted messaging to keep citizens informed and engaged with their local governments. Then, the transparent public data. Open data platforms provide citizens with real-time access to government records, budgets, and performance metrics, enhancing accountability and public trust. Sustainable and inclusive e-governance, environmental sustainability. Governments will prioritize the environmental sustainability of e-governance initiatives, including the use of renewable energy, green data centers, and sustainable IT practices to minimize the carbon footprints and environmental impact of digital government operations. Next is the digital inclusion. Governments will work to bridge the digital divide and ensure that all citizens, regardless of their socioeconomic status, digital literacy, or physical abilities, have equitable access to e-governance services and the skills to utilize them effectively. Next, the accessibility and usability. E-governance platforms or services will be designed with a focus on accessibility and usability, adhering the universal design principles to accommodate the diverse needs and preferences of all citizens, including those with disabilities or limited digital literacy. The last is the community engagement. Governments will actively engage with local communities, especially undeserved, or the future of e-governance, which is the trends and predictions. Ambiguous digital access. Universal broadband and 5G connectivity will enable seamless on-the-go access to e-governance services, empowering citizens across all demographics. Then the next is the blockchain-powered transparency. Blockchain technology will enhance the security, traceability, and immutability of government records, fostering unprecedented transparency and public trust. The last is the hyper-personalized services. Advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning will deliver high-customized government programs and policies tailored to individual needs and preferences. Future outlook and recommendations. Personalized and intelligent services, leveraging artificial intelligence and data analytics to provide tailored, user-centric e-governance services that anticipate and respond to individual citizen needs. So, ano nga ba ang mga applications ng personalized and intelligent services? The first is the e-commerce. E-commerce, personalized product, recommendation, tailored marketing campaigns, and dynamic pricing based on user behavior and preferences. Content streaming services like Netflix and Spotify that recommend movies, TV shows, and music based on individual viewing and listening habits. Healthcare, personalized treatment plans, predictive diagnostics, and wellness recommendations based on patient data and health history. Finance, customized financial advice, fraud detection, and risk assessment based on user financial behavior and transaction. Education, adaptive learning platforms that adjust content and teaching methods to fit the learning styles and progress to unity. So that's all for my report. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day ahead. Thank you. Good afternoon, Doc. Good afternoon, classmates. My topic is chapter 10, which is the future trend.
Okay. Can you stop the person? Okay. So, the future of e-governance will be marked by greater emphasis on digital inclusion and accessibility. So, as digital technologies become increasingly central to governance, it is essential to ensure that all citizens have access to and can effectively use digital services. So governments will need to invest in digital infrastructure, promote digital literacy, and address barriers to access such as affordability and connectivity no issues to ensure that e-governance initiatives benefit all segments of our society. So the future of e-governance will see a shift towards more participatory and citizen-centric governance model. So with the proliferation of digital platforms and social media, citizens expect to place a more active role in decision-making processes and policy formulation. So e-governance initiatives will need to embrace participatory mechanisms such as online consultation, crowdsourcing, and citizen feedback tools to engage citizens in governance and co-create solutions actually, not to complex societal challenges. So as our presenter mentioned, the future of e-governance holds immense promise from transforming governance systems, enhancing service delivery, and empowering citizens. So by embracing trends such as AI, blockchain, smart cities, and digital inclusion, and participatory governance, our government can leverage digital technologies to build more efficient, transparent, and responsive governance system that better meet the needs and aspirations of citizens in the digital age. So I think that's it for this topic.